from wherever you are. And
Good evening.
Sunday. Happy Sunday, last day of August. Can you believe it? It's August 31st. I cannot. I don't know where time flies. I cannot believe that it's been 8 months out of 2025. But here we are, happy, blessed, and successful this morning. We are just talking about how we are feeling this morning and grateful to be here, to be healthy, and to see these amazing faces again this morning. So, for those of you watching, welcome to today's live. If you are joining live, say hello, put in the comments when you are joining us, and same if you are, watching the reply later on. We'd love to see or to hear from which part of the world you are, because as you can see, we are from all parts of the world, different backgrounds, uh, different professions. And if you are new here, I'm Dana. I'm a mom, an IT manager by profession. I'm originally from Romania, but living in Canada. And I'm a digital business mentor and someone who, I don't know, maybe spent too long telling myself that I'll start when the timing is right. And last year, I decided the time was right, and someday was that day, and I started something new. And now I'm here to share with everyone how this business model is working, how it's working for me, and same like everyone else here, these amazing ladies who are using exactly the same business model. So that's kind of the spoiler alert for today's theme, which is how to, if not now, when? How to break free from that. Oh, someday I'll do this, someday, because someday there is not a day in calendar, from what I know. That is not going to happen ever. So stop saying someday and start saying today. But before we go into that, let's give the chance these ladies to introduce themselves. Sita, do you want to go first?
Yes, that's all right. Thank you so much, Dana. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you might be watching us from. Today it's afternoon on my end. That's why I'm saying good afternoon. My name is Sita. I am a mom. I am a nun as well. I'm a nurse by profession. I live in the UK with my family, originally from Zimbabwe, and I'm also a proud digital business owner and a mentor. Thank you, Dana. Back to you.
Thank you, Sita. And back to USA. Vida, good morning. Oh, you are muted.
Happy Sunday to anyone who is watching us, and beautiful Sunday. My name is Vida. I'm original from Ghana, and currently I'm in the US. I'm a mom. I'm a nurse by profession, proud digital business owner, mentor. Minuan Madofu be biara uwa utsimi. Happy Sunday. Meda wasinya min shaw. Me di divide am free Ghana se say me US. Me nimi kunu ne me mami sane wo ha. Me ye nurse am ye digital business owner. O hwehwe bibi se mfanka wadwuma mpacho braha. In yo me ne bir me besa hunu be achalama im sorokola in yo divide in ye Ghana. Upper West region. Jaba mpene be US man sene ne bir batam be che ye nurse pa e digital business. Hu oboro to na popo popo e baraka ane e chalo. Back to you, Miss Dana. Thank you.
Thank you, Vida. And from USA, flying quickly all the way to Dubai. Good evening, Mara.
Thank you so much, Miss Dana. Thank you. Good evening from my side, everybody. Lovely ladies here. Good to see you again after 2 weeks. I am Moira, originally from South Africa. I'm residing in the UAE now for the past 4 years. I'm doing my full-time job. I'm a registered midwife. I'm here with my family. And I'm a proud digital business owner. I am excited for the topic that we are discussing tonight, Dana. If not now, when? I love it because was actually also a theme of mine. I am on a reset, restart, refocus, uh, um, project. So this is actually very good to end of August and start September on a positive note, starting new things and, just tackling things that I have been, decisions that I made that I've been holding back for too long. So this is exciting. I'm excited for tonight's event and discussion, and lovely to have everybody around the world that's watching in and tuning in. Thank you so much. God bless and happy Sunday, everybody.
Thank you, Mara. And from Dubai all the way back to old England. Reham, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon into my site in UK. Hi everyone, my name is Raham. I'm a registered nurse in United Kingdom for 23 years and I'm also a mentor in this incredible online business community. I'm so grateful to be here today sharing the stage with all these amazing business owners from around the globe. Maayong hapon sa tanan and mabuhay tayong lahat. I truly miss connecting with you all, and it so feels special to be part of this amazing community. I am so passionate about helping hardworking people, especially nurses, OFW, and busy parents, creating a financial freedom and more time for their family through this proven online digital business system. The same as all these amazing women, we're here to guide you step by step, even if you don't have no tech skills or prior business experience, so that you can build a sustainable income, confidence, and life that you and your family truly deserve. Happy Sunday to everyone. To those so watching right now, please tuning in and drop a comment down below so that we'll know what country you are actually tuning in, just to say hello. Anyway, thank you very much, and back to you, Dana.
Thank you, Reham. And not very far from England, going to sunny Spain. Rita, good morning, beautiful. Or good afternoon.
Good afternoon. It's afternoon here now. It's 4:11 p.m. Spain.
Wow.
So thank you so much, Miss Dana. Thank you for always having me. It's always a pleasure being here. You see my face? You see this face every time we come live? I always feel happy just to talk about this business. It's a blessing. So, and I want to say thank to God for having these beautiful partners with us every weekend. So my name is Rita. I'm a mom to a beautiful daughter, a Nigerian from Benin City, Edo State, but I'm based in Spain. I'm a telephone banking agent and a proud online business owner. So back to you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rita, and thank you everyone for being here this Sunday morning, afternoon, or evening. Always appreciate to have you here, and always a pleasure to see your beautiful faces and smiles. And before we talk about why not now, or if not now, when, let's talk about what this business is about. And as always, just for those new here watching us, or maybe for those that have been watching us for a while but are still not sure what we are talking here about, we are all business partners. We all run our own businesses, online, digital businesses, using the same model. So it's like an online franchise. We all get to use the same model. We all benefit from all its training, the automated system, the mentors, the coaching, the community. But we all have our own individual businesses. We are our own, CEOs. We decide how much time or money we invest in the business, because that's the beauty of this system. You get this all-in-one package. We call it a business in a pocket, because as long as you have an internet connection and a phone or a computer, you can run the business from wherever you are in the world. But you decide how you run it, right? You put your own flair on it, so it's your own business who represents you, but you get to use the model, so you don't have to figure out what to do, when to do. You have all the path before you, and you have a community who walk that path, and he can help you, guide you. You have a mentor who can also, discuss with you how, the strategy for the business. So it's your own business, but you are never alone. And you have this amazing community that's there to support you, to cheer you up. And although it's an online business, we do meet often offline also. I just came last weekend from a convention in Michigan. We are heavily planning another one in Ontario here in September. I know there is one coming in Germany in October, one coming in Rome. So for those in Europe, they have that opportunity. Where I don't know when Dubai has one, but I know there has been something. So all over the world, we do meet offline. And that's I don't know, the power of this community. It's so amazing to see these beautiful faces online, but then when you go and get to meet them in person and hug them, you feel like you've knew them forever. And that's how this business changes lives in more than one way, right? More than sending, changing your paycheck or your bank account, is changing your mindset, is changing your life for the better, because you get to be part of something much bigger than just our small businesses, right? So that's about the business. Now let's talk about today's team. And Reha, maybe if I start with you. We all keep waiting, for someday. And we hear all these excuses every day when we talk with some people who say, like, wow, this business looks so amazing, so interesting, but I don't have time now, or someday when I'll have more time, someday when I'll, kids are older, some days when I'll finish working, someday when. So what's the one thing you use to do the same, to put off because you're waiting for that perfect someday time? You can share with us from your experience.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you very much, Dana. So, what one thing I've been putting off, waiting for the perfect time to do? For me, it was taking care of my own health and really spending quality time with my kids. I keep thinking, I'll start tomorrow, or things like it eventually gonna slow down. But the truth is, life doesn't wait. The next thing I know, my kids is already teenagers. So as a nurse for 23 years in UK, I was always busy, long shift, night shift, endless responsibilities. I love my job, but I was tired mentally, physically, emotionally. I wanted to be there for my kids, to invest on my health, also, and keep thinking I need more time, maybe more money, or even everything, more everything before I could actually make a change. It sounds familiar, isn't it? Then I found this online business, and honestly I was scared at the beginning. I have no experience, no tech skills, and I didn't even know where to start. But then I realized something important. Waiting for the perfect time was just another form of fear. The perfect time doesn't exist. Like Dana said, it is not in the calendar. What does exist is a choice to start now. And the moment I said yes, everything began to shift. More time for family, more control over my schedule, and finally the chance to take care of myself. To people who doesn't know, as soon as I entered at age of 40, I was borderline diabetic, and I also had high blood pressure. So, if you don't thinking of looking after yourself, before you know it, it's too late. So here's the truth. I learned along the way. In life, there are only two pains: the pain of discipline and the pain of regret. Discipline is hard. It requires effort, consistency, and sacrifice. But it's light, like carrying an ounce. Regret, on the other hand, it's heavy. It weighs tons. So one hurts now, but the other one hurts forever. And that hit me deeply because I realized all those years I waited for perfect time, I was choosing regret without even knowing it. So here's my challenge to everyone who's watching us right now. Stop waiting. Start today. Start small if you have to, but start anyway. Invest in yourself, in your family, your health, and your future. Choose the pain that lasts only for a little while, the pain of discipline, and avoid pain that stays forever, the pain of regret, the what if. Because the moment you take the first step, it's like finally, life begins finally. So hope that makes sense to everyone. Thank you so much, and back to you, Dana.
Oh, thank you, Raham. Love that. Love that. Choose the the pain right now instead of regret, because we all know about regrets. Unfortunately, we cannot turn time, we cannot go back, right? So you'd rather look back and say, hey, I tried that, it didn't work out, than always keep thinking, what if? Yeah, what if I would have started? What if I did this 5 years ago? Because if you keep waiting for that stars to align, for that perfect moment, 5 years from now, you'll still be waiting. 10 years from now, you'll still be waiting. And we don't live forever, right? We are a short time on this earth. So keep postponing it for that someday. It's not a plan for you to live a good life on this earth, right? And the right time is when you decide it's right. And choose that right time now. So then 5 years from now, you look back and either say, hey, it was the best decision, or, hey, I tried, it worked out, or it didn't work out, or it worked out differently, but at least you try, right? Because that action, like Reham says, right, the small steps will create momentum. And as you go, you'll adjust, you'll change. So I'm sure no matter what you try, when you look back, you'll see how the path changes, and it will take you to somewhere better than if you are stuck and not do anything. So that's why we are here, to share of our experience, but also to encourage everyone, not only this business, whatever you have in your life, that don't get stuck. Find something that gets you excited every morning. Find something that there is a hope, and there is a dream, and there is a way for your life to change in a better way. Sita, I saw you nodding, so I'm sure you waited for the perfect time, and then you decided to start. How did you finally decide to just start one day? Share with us.
Oh, it's quite an interesting question, Dana. Thank you so much. For the longest time, I kept waiting for the perfect moment. As you all said, that perfect moment never comes. You'll never feel ready today. When fear whispers in your ears, then excuses keep coming. You keep pushing your dreams to another day, another time. When everything lined up just right, that's when I'm going to do it. But the truth is, that moment never comes. It never comes at all. Or sometimes when you think, tomorrow or next year is the perfect time, something happens, then you push it aside again. You focus on what's in front of you. There is no perfect time when you want to do something. Then one day I realized that waiting was costing me more than trying even would. So trying something new, it will take you, or it took me to another step forward. I was sitting on my dreams. It made me realize that nothing is going to change if nothing changes. If I sit on my dreams, they will stay where they are until I do something different. Just watching others create their own success, and I thought, why not me? Because they are shifting, they are moving forward, doing something, and I'm sitting there complaining and doing nothing. So what they could do, I realized that I could do it too if I move from this mindset of keep putting things aside, on hold, saying another day. What about if I don't get to that day? Let me prioritize and use this day that I have to do something. That's when it clicked. Starting doesn't require perfection. It only requires a decision. That decision to step forward, to remove yourself from your comfort zone. Because even when you check comfort zone, what happens on the comfort zone? Nothing. Nothing grows there unless you step out and start doing something different. So I chose to move forward. Messy, uncertain, but determined. I knew what I wanted. I just went forward. Whether it's going to work or not going to work, I'll see when I get there. Because when a baby is sitting down thinking, I would love to walk, but I don't know how walking feels like, they stand up without anyone teaching them. They just want to find out themselves. That is how I started this business. I just thought, you know what? I don't know anything about technology, about online business, or about digital. But if I'm not doing it, how am I going to learn it? You've got to be in something to be able to talk about something. It's the same, like I've always heard people saying, oh, you've got to be in it to win it. Especially playing lottery. You always admire people. Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely. I wished it was me. But you are not in that lottery. How do you expect to win? So you've got to be in something to be able to win or to see yourself moving forward rather than just sitting there and waiting for something and that perfect day to knock at your door. Nothing is going to knock at your door. You know your dream. You are the one that has to bring it to life. Otherwise, it will stay a dream or remain sleeping. And you know what? The first step wasn't as scary as I imagined. Each step built courage, and with every action, I grew stronger and confident. And I realized that I am getting somewhere. And what I was doing, everybody else was doing it. So I thought, this is right. And I'm on this platform doing this live with people that I believe that they knew better than me, but I've joined them. I'm doing it with them. That means there's something that I know that they know too. So you cannot grow when you're sitting down still thinking, another day, another day. That will never come. So sometimes the most powerful thing you can do for yourself is to stop waiting. Stop overthinking and just start. Your future self will thank you later. Once you start, you realize that that confusion that I had is not as bad as I thought. And everything will start making sense. But if you're not doing it, even when you ask people questions, they give you answers. They don't make any sense. You don't understand. You see yourself asking the same question over and over. Different people giving you same answers, but still it doesn't make sense to you until you step out of that comfort zone and start doing something. When I started this business, everything that people have been telling me about the business, it started to make sense. You know, when they were talking about community, I was thinking about my own community where I'm living. But we were talking about business community. But because I wasn't in that business, so whatever they were saying, it was jargon to me. Even when they talk about training system, I was thinking about, oh, maybe I have to put something online saying, oh, online businesses, then something will come up. Some training platforms will come up, then I'll start the training. Because I wasn't in it. But this business has got all the training just there. Until I started this business, I realized that it's all provided. It's all a package deal. But if you don't know, you realize that you keep asking the same question that don't make any sense. Until you start, then sense will start coming up. Then you start saying, wow, this is what I've been talking about. This is what I've been asking. You realize that what you were asking, it's really a silly question. That's what I realized when I started this business. And I felt really dumb to have been asking those questions without starting and finding out for myself. The best way of learning is to start. Start something. If you are so hungry for something, just go forward. Go for it. See if it's going to work. This is what I did. That's what I always do. I don't wait to hear it from other people. I'd rather step in there and fail, but failure is what teaches you what to do right next. If you don't fail, how will you learn? That means you have no questions to other people, or to ask other people, or to go back on that drawing board or training to check where did I go wrong. So you learn from stepping out, from where you are and start something new. I've seen a lot of people, they remain stuck, but complaining and not do anything. When you start something new, you show them things, you say, I've started this, they laugh at you. And then when you are far, they start asking, how did you get there? The same way I started, the same way I showed you, and you laughed at me. So if you are out there, sitting there, still debating whether to start tomorrow, today, next year, the time is now. Step out of your comfort zone and start something different. It will start making sense when you start doing it. Asking somebody, it will never make sense because I understand it and you don't. I know it and you don't. So whatever I'll be relating to you will never make sense until you get to where I am. Thank you so much, Dana. Back to you.
Thank you, Sita. Talking with so much passion. I thank you for sharing, but you are so right? Until you are really into it, it's hard to understand some of it. And we can stay here and we can share and we try to make it clear, but the best way to try it, the best way to know if it's real, if it's for you, is to go and take that first step. And the good thing, first step, it's free. Even the next step, it's money back guarantees in 30 days, and it's only $149, right? So there is no big risk involved, but that's the best way to learn to see if this is for you. And I really like your talking about the winning the lottery reminded me of that joke was, someone keep praying to God every single day, please help me win the lottery, please help me win the lottery. And after years and years of praying and not winning the lotteries, finally one day God from above said, give me a chance, buy a ticket, right? So yes, praying to God helps if you take some action, right? God will not make miracles for every single one of us. Maybe he's doing some miracles here, there, but not for all of us, right? We need to help ourselves first. And then God may put some, buy that lottery ticket, click that button, and then God may help you, or whoever is that you are praying to, right? So yes, the action is to start with you. And then the universe and everything else and the community and the people around you may help you, grow through that path. But you need to take that action today and get in, right? Not just keep asking questions, because it's good to ask questions. Don't get me wrong. Definitely ask questions, be curious, but then take the next step, not just keep staying on the, behind the fence and keep asking questions. It's like, oh, so how did you do it? So what did you do? So the easiest way is to be in there, and then you'll understand much faster and much easier if it's for you or not. Moira, I think we covered a lot of, the cost of waiting versus the cost of not waiting and taking action. But if I ask you, what do you think is one of the biggest costs of waiting that usually we don't think about?
Wow, that's a question. Can you hear me? Yeah. Okay. That's a question, Ms. Dana. The cost of waiting that people don't think about. I think it's just that sometimes I don't think about growth, personal growth. And what if there's some, potential out there? What about the possibilities? What about, meeting other people, and how will these people have an impact in my life? How will this affect me in all stages of my life? I think this is what people is missing, because they think, oh, I need to start a business, I have to budget for this amount, and I might not be, many of us are not tech savvy, right? Many of us did not know anything about when starting our businesses. Especially me, I was so scared starting the first time when I had to do a live. But I had to overcome that fear, and I did overcome that fear with the help of the business partners in this community. Things that I did not expect, right? A lot of things when I came in here that I didn't expect. And but here I am, and I'm receiving so much so much that what I've thought I've invested in, I thought, okay, I invested in this business. I got my products. I know I'm going to be healthy. I am having a business, but there is so much more that is given to us, and I know all of you can acknowledge that as well. It's not just about this business. It's not just Moira's business. It's like everybody in the community. The impact that their lives have on me. And on my business. So it's like just this connection that we have, and the communication and the structure and everything that we have in this business, that you think, they don't think about that. They just think, I'm going to lose some money. I don't, I want to get rich overnight, and I'm not going to get rich overnight. They don't think like out of the box. They're just thinking like, this limited thinking. So this is what I can share when it comes about people, at the cost of what you're missing out. There's the personal growth, as I said, the possibilities, the connections that you build that I don't think, and it's lasting. It's like lifetime connections that you build, friendships, and the impact that it's not just having on your business. It's like your social life. With me working as a midwife, I have used so much of this programs that's in the business, some of the training stuff that I use at work, that I know, okay, what can I do to positively inspire my colleagues at work? Is there something that I can take from this business that I can use somewhere else? And that is what I'm practicing, and that is what I'm doing. And, people don't think about that. They just think, as I said, they're just limited to one thing or something. So yeah, that is what I can share from my side, Ms. Dana. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Moira. Oh yes, sometimes it's hard to recognize when you are stuck on that someday trap, right? Sometimes we don't want to admit it. We feel like we go through the motion, and you are busy, and you think that that's enough, and you keep dreaming or hoping or praying for a change, and you think you are making, taking some steps towards that change, but instead you feel you are kind of waiting, or being too afraid to start. And definitely waiting often costs more than starting, and it's so true. And no matter what the starting cost is, sometimes it's money, sometimes it's time, sometimes it's both, but waiting and being stuck in one place, if you are looking down the line in 1 year, in 5 years, that one, it costs you so much more, and it will cost you not only on money but on things that you cannot get back, right? Time spent with your family, time spent with your kids, opportunities for you to see new places, to meet new people, opportunities for you to grow and learn some new things. Those things are costs that you cannot put a price on them. And when you look back, the cost of starting was maybe, like we are saying, maybe $149, which is nothing. Maybe it was like 2 hours watching a video training and learning about this system. So if you are really writing down and what's really the cost of starting and what's really the cost of not doing anything, and if you are putting that in a year or 2 years, you realize that it's almost a no-brainer that you should be doing something, right? It's so costly to be stuck in one place and to just hope that something will change. And that is so easy. We found this amazing business model, right? We have this opportunity that we try to share with everyone, so you don't have to have it figured out. It's all laid down to you. You just need to take that decision and say, hey, today's the day that I want to learn what this is about, how this can, what are these ladies talking here? How would it change their life, right? So, and it's not hard. We keep saying it's not hard to start. Yes, it's hard then to keep it successful and to keep it going, because it requires patience. It requires passion too. It requires for you to not give up and to be, but then you'll have the whole system and then the whole community to help you, right? Starting, it's easy. It's just for you to make that decision, click a button, spend for a couple of minutes of hours to try to learn more about this system. And talking about small, easy steps, Rita, what or like how can the small steps adapt to that big results? And if you want to share with those watching us, what are those small steps and how it adapt for you and how can happen for the people watching?
Well, that is a great question, Miss Dana. I say great question because we have been saying someday I will start. Now you start. And now how can you keep to that? Okay. So it's a great question because we already know that this business is not a get rich scheme business. So now when you start, let me give you an example. You know, I'm into telephone banking. I'm a telephone banking agent. So it's like you are projecting, you have a project in mind that at the end of this year, I want to have an amount, okay, in my account. And during this period of time, I want to be saving, okay? And when you are saving in another way around. What do I mean by that? You are looking for an account that will be giving you compound interest, compound interest, meaning you are creating extra amount apart from the amount you are saving. So it's adding more interest, it's adding more money to what you are saving, to the capital you are saving every month. So in that way, you already have the project in mind that at the end of this year, I want to do this. So, and at the same time, I am creating a compound interest. It's just the same thing as this business. You start now, and now you see, you already know about the training. We talk about the training, we talk about the community and all. And now you know a lot about the training. So in this case, if you want to keep it forward, since we already say that it's not a get-rich scheme, you have different steps you need to follow. You need to have this habit formation. Habit formation means that me, for example, when I wake up every day, I look and I think about my business. I don't always think about my 9 to 5 anymore. I think about what am I going to do about my business? How do people want to really know that I'm still real on social media? I am still showing up on social media. That is what we call habit formation. You are given yourself that few time to say, I want to spend between 2 to 3 hours. Okay, you already have 24 hours in a day. You already have your job as well. Maybe during my work, during my break time, I spend that time to say, I want to use it to improve in my business. I want to use it to show up to people on social media that I'm here. I want you guys to trust me more. I want you to see the best way of you earning online. That is for you, the first habit formation. Try to get it in your mind that every day I want to be spending few minutes, not only minutes, maybe you want to spend 2 to 3 hours. In my own time, during my break time, I spend that period of time to show up. Okay, so that is what I do. And that has been helping me a lot. Okay, the second step is the momentum. What is the momentum? When people ask me about this business, I feel joy in my heart. I feel joy that, okay, it motivates me. It gives me, create more confidence. And it gives me that ability to continue to show up on my business. Because I am not only showing up on my business just to while away my time. No, I am showing up for people to still realize the great opportunity they can get from this business. How people, the testimonial, everything that I post, it's genuine to them. And when they call or when they ask me questions, that gives me it motivates me more. Okay, so during that period of time, you create a momentum of, okay, I'm doing this right now, and it's yielding interest of other people about this business. So let it continue, and that is how you keep continuing to show up, and then you will see you get that steps growing every day by day, and then it will give you that behavior of saying, I am not going to move back. I am not going back. I am moving forward. So the third one, okay, this third one is skill building. Skill building is still the same thing as tiny consistency. When you are consistent in what you're doing, you will see that skills that you are building every day. When I started this business, the way I was posting wasn't the way I'm posting now. I learned more skills, more about how to create carousel reels, more about how to create stories, more about how to make sure my video is not naked. You know, when we talk about being naked, it's not about human being removing their clothes. No. You know, you can post online and your video will be naked. Do you know that? Okay, you don't know that. Well, in this business, you will learn about it. So in this case, you are going to learn about skill building. You are building yourself to be skillful on social media, to be skillful on how you can create professional content. And at the same time, you get to realize you are joining other professionals that are good at the way they build their content. And then you will start creating from their own way and putting it into your own business. That is what this business is showing for me. So in this case, you take that step right now. And how you can continue with this, don't forget, let me just show you. It's the habit formation, the momentum, and then the skill building. And I want to round up. I have other options, but I will round up so that my other business partner can say more. So in this case, I just want to say the key is consistency, not intensity. And also the key is intentionality. When you are intentional in what you're doing, you will see that these small steps don't feel like much in the moment, but they accumulate into transformative results. And the results, you will get it and you'll be seen and you'll be amazed. Say it. Am I the one that is creating this? And you will see how your life is going to change. And you will never go back and be saying someday. Now you'll be saying I should have started since day one when I found this business opportunity. So this is what I have to say, man. Thanks to you, Miss Dana. Back to you.
Thank you, Rita. Oh yeah, how many times do we hear, even from the people who are doing the business now, or a lot of us say like, oh, I should have started sooner. I should have found this business model earlier, right? So, but yeah, for those of you watching, you cannot go back. You cannot start 5 years ago, 10 years ago, but you can start today, because that, as Rita said it very well, that action will create momentum, not the other way around. You don't wait for a sign from God, unless he really speaks with you at some point, but you take that action that will create the momentum. And then those tiny steps will add up, and those tiny steps that you'll take today can change everything in your life. And talking about tiny steps, Vaida, last but not least, what's the one thing someone watching can start today, even if it's really tiny thing? Let's talk about that.
Thank you, Miss Dana. It's always a pleasure to be here. One thing someone can start today, even if it is feeling tiny, is what? Take small step forward. That's what I'm going to tell anybody who is watching us today. Take small step forward. Whether that is watching our webinar. That's why we show here. You can get in touch with any one of us. Just watch that webinar. Feel free to watch that webinar. It is free by putting your name and email to watch it to see. They always say, God help those who help themselves. I'm a nurse. Patient can tell us our pain. You can only see the facial expression, but you cannot say that, oh, this patient is having pain, if the patient don't tell you that I'm in pain. We are all sitting down here. We all have our different pain. If none of you say, Vaida, I'm in severely pain, from 0 to 10 is 10, I will know you are in severely pain. I already know that you have pain. So if you're out there and you keep looking, you have issue and you don't want to do anything, you are in that pain. If you don't tell anybody, if you don't click any one of our webinar and watch to see, that pain is going to be there forever and ever, because you are not telling anybody I'm having pain. So if you click any one of our webinar and watch today, then you will know my business partner have already said it all. Because if you are not in this business and somebody is telling you, you will not believe it. You will not see what is inside. But if today, if you click any one of, get in touch with any one of us or click any one of our link, watch that webinar, you will see what is inside the business. Writing down your goal and reaching out for information. Because if you don't write down your goal, you will know how you are going to go. But if you write it down and reach us for more information, if you watch the webinar and write all your questions down, because some people are so skeptical, just like I was so skeptical. But I watch the video and I write down my question, ask, and I got the answer. So if you are out there, just today, click any one of our link, watch the video, write down all your questions to get answered. If you write the question and ask, you are going to get answers. So write down that information. Big change don't happen overnight. There's no, those people who are succeeding now, they just didn't start today and start succeeding. My business partner have already said it. This business is not get quick rich. You have to start from somewhere. Those who have succeeded, they started, some people have started 5 years ago, some 2 years ago, some 3 years ago. It just depends. So if you don't start, it doesn't start overnight. They build them from a consistency. If you don't build it and be there constantly, there's no way that you are going to change. You are going to get the result. Simple action today. If you don't take that simple action today, you are still going to be where you are. Today is the last day of August. So take that action today. Allow how many months for the year to end? Just 4. So if you're not taking that action today, you would be there. 2025 is going to end and you are still there. We are no more growing younger. We are growing old. When I came to this country, I was not like this. But now I realize that I'm growing old. All of us here, we are getting there. So if you're out there thinking that, oh, I'm growing young, time is going. You have to look for time. Time will not look for you. Oh, I want to start today and I'm not starting. Oh, I'm very busy. You are not busy. 2 days ago, I have a Zoom with one of my colleagues and he said, when he started this business, he was telling a co-worker to start. Oh, they say, I don't have time. I'm so busy. Now their name is on the what? Layout list. So they are all confused. And now they keep asking her, what is that about your business? Oh, if you want to go and watch the webinar, what about your business? She told you years ago, and you decided, I'm so busy, I don't have time to start. Now you are in pain. Your name is on the what? Layout list. So you don't even know whether you are going to get layout or you are going to be there. But once your name is there, it's 50-50. So now you are asking of the business. It's not something you just, oh, you wait till when you are in that severely pain and you start and say, oh, the pain will go away. So you wait until you lay out. Oh, now you look for the business. One is, are you going to get the money to start paying your bills? So start today. There's no perfect time. The perfect time is today. So I'm inviting anybody who is watching us today, even if the small step that small step can get you closer than just sitting there or standing there waiting for the perfect time. There is no perfect time. The perfect time is today. So start small step by step. You will get there. That is how we all started. All of us here, we all started small. We're not having experience, not tech heavy, but we started anyway. And now here we are. So I'm inviting anybody who is out there watching us. There's no time to start. today is the perfect day to start. Click the link and watch that video. Write all the questions down. Pay your $149. It's refundable. When you get that all information and you say, no, I don't want it, there's no question. We give that your $149 to you back. God help those who help themselves. God will not come down from heaven to help you if you don't want to help yourself. So thank you, Ms. Dana, and back to you.
Thank you, Vida. Oh, yes. Be smart, right? Don't wait until you see your name on some laid off list when you don't have a job and you are really stuck, or, feel you are at the bottom of a hole and you try to dig yourself out. So be smart and take action now when maybe you are not in 10 pain, like Vida was saying, from 1 to 10. Don't wait until that pain is excruciating, and that pain, it's not physical pain, right? But don't go and try to do that now. Do it now, where maybe you can afford to ask questions, to try it out. So that someday is not real, right? We all talk about that. It's just a word we use to delay taking action. And if you really want a change, the truth is simple. We said it. You don't have to be ready. You just have to be willing to make a change. You don't have to have a whole plan. Take the small step, which is just click on our links, send us a question, we'll send you that free info session. That's how you start. That's how we started. That's everyone of the 200,000 people that started this business, that they all followed exactly the same step. And after that, we will be there to help you down the way. So if you are really serious about building something, then send us a message. We are here to help you. Your future self will thank you for not waiting in a year or two. So with that, thank you everyone for being here today. We talked about a lot of things, so I hope those watching us, you'll reach out to us for any questions. And until next weekend, have a blessed Sunday and a blessed week. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody.